I just
push
gotta wait
the
to see if it's
button.
live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? We're live! And we're live again! It just goes on and on and on. One thing after another just goes live, 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 live. Okay, so let's switch this out to so people can see that it's not Mardox Daily Live Chat. I got an opening screen now that says Mardox Daily Live Chat right in the video now. And then we undo that one, and then we go transition. I'm learning all this. This is all new to me. And I've got my coffee.
It's in the wrong cup.
And I have my iced tea.
Oh, the crime.
Oh, the agony. Okay, we're live. We're live. So this is the Mardox Daily Live Chat. Today is Wednesday. We're going to do the general, just open chat today. There was a misunderstanding, wordplay on Skype earlier. There's no change. Friday is the 8-hour stream from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That has not changed. That is still in play. It's just what I was trying to say in Skype before it got mutilated and mangled was that instead of doing the open conversation, no topic, everybody talks about anything and everything and nothing all at the same time, as on Friday, we're going to do it today on Wednesday. And tomorrow is still our tech show. And then Friday is going to be our big 8-hour stream that everybody's going.
Yeah, it'll be 8 hours of Queen Belinda. Yay!
Sure, whatever. You'll have John in there. Talk about how to get the perfect afro going.
We'll get Josh in there and show us how to roll down an anthill like a professional.
Yeah, there you go. So there's no change. Some people got really like, oh my God, what do you mean? It's not what it is. Oh.
I read, it was a bit confusing.
And you got confused too. I had people private message me going, "What are you talking about? I had this all planned."
Yeah, it was confusing.
Yeah, so no, it is still the way it is. Nothing's changed. We got to be careful on places like in our group. And when we get stuff planned, for those of you that want to make jokes and stuff, it's fine to joke around, but don't joke around about schedules. There are people in our group that take things very literally, and it's like they don't understand sarcasm and joke it around and stuff like that. Belinda, so. Hello, John. Do you want to watch the live chat today? Let me know if somebody screams at us or has an idea or wants to take over the world.
There's a Belinda Condell in the chat.
Belinda Condell in the chat.
See, I should put Queen Belinda, but I can't.
Yes, you said J Dell is there. And okay, show's over, everybody.
I got to answer this, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead, John. Tell us about your day.
Oh, about my day. My day was a very busy day, as is every Wednesday. I teach 4 groups, English out at Daimler in Stuttgart. So that's where I was all day. And I'm there I arrived there pretty early, about 7 or so. And I leave there about 4:30. And I was there all day, like always. I have 4 classes that I teach there, 4 groups, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And Nelson Skyped me, and because he didn't know I was at work. I told him I was at work. But it gave me the opportunity to ask him a question, because the question was, what were we talking about? Now I don't remember what we were talking about. Anyway, because it had to do with political correctness and whatnot, and what you say for certain titles. And I can't remember what I asked him, but he answered the question, and it was cool. I told the class, I had to ask my Canadian friend. You see, the problem is, I've lived in Germany for over 30 now, and so I haven't been in the States in all that long, in all that while, and I don't know particular things that are going on now that wasn't going on when I was there, or particular particular terms that are used and blah 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 blah. And yeah, let me go and look and see. Yeah, so sometimes I have to ask people who currently live in the States or live in Canada, and the question. Yeah. Oh yeah. It was about.
What are we talking about?
It was about if people in Canada and the States say saleswoman
Oh yeah.
or and then Nelson, because I couldn't think of any other term that they might say, and Nelson told me salesperson, and I said yeah, right.
Yeah, it's
And
salesperson. If you say saleswoman and if they're a person that's transgender, then they're gonna be upset. If you say salesman and it's a woman, she's gonna get upset.
well, even before all of this, transgender and this other stuff started becoming more out in the open, it started being a bit political correctness thing with women about being called woman in their titles, or having a female version of a title, like an actor, right?
Right.
There used to be actors and actresses, and now the actresses call themselves actors. And I guess that's because of political correctness. I don't know. I don't think it makes any sense, but yeah.
Cool.
Maybe.
Okay. That's true.
Yeah.
I had
my
I had
on the site.
yeah, I had to take that call because that all has to do with that cult that you and me are part of, John.
Mm-hmm.
Did I feel so left out?
Well, no, you're a born again Christian. You're not invited.
Okay, he's a Christian too. You nitwit.
Well, so technically, so am I.
Oh, jeez. But seriously, you left me out. I feel so unwanted now.
Well, you're invited to become a Jehovah's Witness anytime you want.
Well, the call you're talking about, I'm not trying to be nosy. I just want to be a part of the action.
What club? We're talking about Jehovah's Witnesses. I got to go to a
No, the
meeting
call
tonight.
you said that you guys are a part of.
Yeah, that call. That was for me to go tonight for the 6 o'clock for the Bible study.
I thought it was a business thing you're talking
No,
about.
no. We're not all into making money here, you know? No.
Of course, I do this for free because I'm just so bored.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's, okay, cool. Bored. Yeah, so I said my part.
I get to prank call people and have an excuse to do it.
Yeah,
Kidding.
That's it. The achievements are coming along. Belinda said something interesting before the show started. She said, she's got her profile ID already, image already put in Mardox, and it's like, what more can I do to raise up in levels? The achievement section at Mardox is not ready yet. I am working on it, and just to show you guys here at the bottom here, there is a section that shows achievements, but that's just a display part. But it will be showing up on other accounts shortly. I brought back the function of active members. So if you log in, your profile picture shows up with your name. It's the last 10 people who logged in. There's going to be more details as to what the last thing they did. I want to try to make some sort of a more live stream of their social feed. So if John does a video and he logs in, his video will show up, and it's available. So I'm working on that. But the achievements part, I am working on it, and it's moving forward. We're getting a lot of suggestions of what to do and how to make it go forward. Then there was a lot of talk yesterday about the achievements versus going up in levels. And as you go up in levels, the idea would be that you earn more percentage of the commission of people who are signed up underneath you. Being that it's not MLM anymore, it's just a referral base that we have. But it would be, there is talk about that, and there's some people saying no, you should have it just as one amount to pay out, and not these multiple amounts. Like Josh was saying yesterday, if a person comes in and they get a link and they bring in a million views, and one person signs up, versus Josh goes out and talks to one person, and he worked for an hour to get that person to sign up. It was kind of confusing yesterday with Josh, because at one point he was saying that everybody should get the equal amount, and then he kind of switched in the conversation to, the one that does all the hard work should get more pay. That's the impression I got. I got to go back and re-listen. Did you watch yesterday's show, John?
No,
No.
no, no.
I did, and
Am I right?
I'm
Did he, did he,
still
did,
I'm
did he
still not
switch?
sure how to take it.
Yeah, did he switch on us?
It sounded like it, but I could be misunderstood. It could be
Yeah.
maybe we're hearing it wrong. I tried to play it over again.
So far, most of the people like the idea of the ones that do the most work or the most effort into the site get more out of it. I think that's fair. What do you think, John? Because you weren't there yesterday, and I need your input, buddy.
Well, yes, I think that's a good idea as long as it is implemented correctly. I think maybe the point Joshua was probably trying to make is that if you have a super duper affiliate marketer, he gets out there and in the next couple of days he has 1,000 referrals, right? But those referrals aren't active, and Josh, like he said, he worked a whole hour on this person to tell him all about Mardox and to convince him to it's okay to go ahead and join out. And he worked hard for that person, and that person decided to join, and that person will probably upgrade and will probably be around for a while.
Yeah. So yeah. So
That
so so Josh
that's the
earning 10.
quality.
So Josh earning 10%. Meanwhile, the other guy does barely nothing and gets a level 5 and earns 50%. Is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it happened like that, that wouldn't be fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would have to be able to figure out how to rate this, work thing
Well,
because
it's the wording, the functionality is for if somebody brings in a million people signing up, they do contribute at first with the get 3 signups, get 5, get 10. After that,
right.
there's no more achievements after
That's
that for
fine.
the get 10 part. But the idea of the achievements is that people do stuff on the site. So
Yeah.
they're going to have to be busy on the site, make a video, have it reviewed by us to show that they talked about us on the site. For example, we go over the video. At a certain point, it says, "Hey, go over to mardox.com. Make sure you use this product code or this referral code." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
There's a video out there talking about us. It gives people a reason to make a video and then talk about us in their video as a sponsor
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and trying to make it so that it's driven around the website, not the millions of junk hits. Like I said yesterday, we get over 5 million hits to our server per month. Out of that, there's maybe 10 to 25 signups. So there's a lot of junk traffic being aimed at us. The only thing I can do with that junk traffic is if I recognize where they're coming from and I know they're junk traffic, I can't stop the hits, but I can stop how much data gets sent out to those sources. Such as just put up a site page saying, sorry, you came in from a junk site, click here if you wish to continue. Most people won't click, but it's just showing the page, right?
Yeah.
Somebody coming from a legitimate site would see the actual site. I can play like that. But 5 million hits, let's say 1 million of that's just garbage traffic. I don't want to give people value in terms of elevation for junk traffic because anybody can buy 1 million hits.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think maybe without having been there, but going by what you have said, that was probably what Josh was getting at.
Yeah. And you gotta be careful that it's not unfair for like I keep using user as an example. John, who talks about us in his videos, he makes blogs, he puts our links on his sites, you put the banners on your site. You've done the work, versus somebody of 99% of the people in the group come in, they get a code, they put a code up, and they're gone.
Yeah.
They don't log back in, barely even once a month. They don't log in. They don't look at the site. They don't even think twice about it. It's just there's my referral code. If I get a sale, I get a sale.
I mean, this is why it's good to email referrals at least once a month to because you have some people, right, like myself, who join a lot of things or have joined a lot of things in my internet marketing time, and especially like a lot of traffic exchanges and safe lists and stuff. and some of them you just kind of forget about unless you get an email from them or you see it being advertised, which is why advertising is so important.
Hmm.
Because if I see it being advertised, oh yeah, I'm a member of that, or I forget that I'm a member and I say, oh, that looks pretty cool. I want to check it out and join. And it says, oh, I'm already a member. Or I received an email saying your account is inactive, like you send out in Mardox, saying that your account is inactive. If you want to activate it, you need to, log in and whatever.
Yeah, right.
And so for people who, are really interested in staying around, and that's kind of a reminder of, hey, you got to come in here and you got to do something.
That's right.
And for the people who don't respond to that, even then you can drop them off the list. And if they want to come back,
Well, I found people that after 6 months they still come back and do stuff. I
okay,
don't want to drop. I've gotten really ticked off at a couple of the traffic exchanges where I go back after 6 months. I don't log into their site. I'm not using them, but I'm promoting them. And I go back.
yeah,
I go back after 6 months.
point exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
and what I get is, oh, we're sorry, your code doesn't exist. So for
yeah,
5 months, I've been sending people to their site,
yeah.
and they're keeping all the
You're
commissions.
right. I
Yeah.
agree.
So I don't want to
I
kill. I don't
agree.
want to kill
Yeah,
the
you're right.
accounts, but
You're
I
right.
don't want to give
I
those
agree.
people the benefits.
I agree. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
And
right. Because
another thing we could do is the payouts stay the same across the board, and we just go do a daily check-in. If you don't want to check in daily, we don't get nothing. But if you do check in daily and you do barely nothing, you get 1 cent a day. If you do, if you're one of those people that do the most on the site, you're contributing, you're making
mm-hmm,
content, you're reviewing, you're commenting, you're making blog posts. Yeah, then you're at level 5 and you're getting 25 cents a day check-in bonus.
mm-hmm,
At the end of the
mm-hmm.
month, boom, there's your free month every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that could
That's an idea.
yeah, that's an idea too. So we can keep it out of the money and,
That's
and still pay out the flat amount that's
yeah.
always been there.
You got to be careful when you're, talking about the direct money thing because yeah, you got people who they really know how to work things and they try to cheat the system and
Yeah,
so on
yeah,
and so forth. And until they're caught, it could cause some damage and whatnot. And you mean this well. You mean this to reward those, who are active and stuff, and not to reward those who just want to cheat the system.
that's right. That's
Uh,
right.
like certain folks who are not a member, I guess, anymore, who wanted the daily check-in
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
credit, and
Well,
yeah,
before Christmas, John and I saw a glitch, and John noticed it. He thought he didn't see it as such. I think Belinda missed it totally. But if you logged in and you reloaded the page, wait about 3 seconds, 5 seconds, reload the page, it would go blank. Then reload the page again. It says you earned your 25 cent or 10 cent check-in bonus. Reload the page, it wouldn't show up. Reload the page again, it would say you earned your 10 cent. And every time it said it, you had that extra bonus that
yeah.
day. So some
'Cause I
people,
discovered it. I discovered it because I was inside of
yeah,
Mardox, and I went to like say content, you know. Then I went back to the home page. Then I know, hey, wait a minute, I've got more. It says I've got 25 cents again,
yeah,
and you know, and yeah. Then I noticed it,
yeah.
and it kept doing it. So yeah,
And what I know, I found it. I didn't turn it off. I left it all Christmas, right up
yeah,
until New Year. And on New Year, I pushed the button. I said, okay, boom, it's cut off. Now you get 25 cents or 10 cents one time. So I corrected it weeks before, but I left it because I wanted to see how many people would notice it. And second, how many people would actually take the time to contact me and say, yeah, I found a glitch. And what's funny is John's the only one, I think, and I think Belinda mentioned it. It was something hinky there. But
yeah.
no,
You
no,
said,
but
you
just
said
funny enough, when I get support tickets for, hey, I didn't get my 25 cent today's check-in, but when they get $10 worth of check-in because they just sit there and keep rolling the counter,
yeah.
they suddenly don't use a support ticket to say, hey, by the way,
Isn't that
and
interesting?
I let them keep it, but tell yourselves this: I know who the people are that did it.
Yeah.
So that tells you a lot.
That's what typical users don't realize is that you as the as the owner of Mardox and the whole system thing, you have the Mardox back office
Yeah, I got the finger on the button.
as the owner,
Yeah,
and you have all of this information, you know, that regular users will never ever, see.
that's right.
And and that's how you're able to fix problems when support tickets are sent,
That's right.
because you have all this
Not to mention,
information.
how many times we get people that will contact us and say, "Your system screwed me over." I got to be able to go back and check and make sure that
Yes,
confirm. So
right,
there is a lot of
exactly.
tracking involved, for data and where you click and what you do and how long you're there. There's some people that will buy a membership and then come in and download all the video content. They'll spend like and 24 hours straight. They'll just sit there and go click, 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 and download everything. And then a day later, they'll go into to PayPal and say, "Oh, it's not sold as described." And of course, I look at the logs, I find it, I go to PayPal and I say, "Look, they downloaded everything in 24 hours. Now they want their money back."
Yeah.
So yeah, the information has to be there, and the information is power, and that's what's needed.
Yes.
But we don't.
So,
I don't use the information against. If I wanted to, I could have terminated those accounts that let's say abused. One person, I think he went from having 50, 60 cents in his account, and by the end of Christmas, $114 sitting there. you know, I let it be. I'm not going to say a word. I'll let it be. It is what it is. But again, I know who that person is. So don't lie to yourself and think that you're cheating the system.
yeah.
I and my group allowed you to have that. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
If you thought you were cheating the system, you should have a guilty conscience. You should feel bad, because you should not want to do that.
That's right.
And especially since members are giving a unique opportunity to be an intricate part of Mardox, and not just a user.
Go
You
to.
invite people on, you invite people, and stuff.
I invite anybody to go to any other affiliate program or membership website like ours, where it's resources. Contact the owner and say, "I want to make changes on your site. I want you to put this up. I want you to put that up. And then I want you to listen to what the person says, record it, make a video of it, send me the video, because I want to laugh my ass off. Pardon my language, but it fits here. And because
Yeah.
what you're going to get is, are you out of your tree? Who the bleep do you think you are? It's my website, not yours. I'll do what I want with it." Those are the kind of answers you'll get.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is.
So you have programs and sites. The owner or owners, they might ask for ideas and stuff like this and that and the other thing, but different than here, because it's like you say, a user has the opportunity to contact you in Skype, for instance, and
Or,
say,
or in here.
hey, or here, Twitch and whatever. Hey, Nelson, I think it would be pretty cool if you had this, or we could do this and this and this, and you have an exchange, a conversation and stuff, and if it's realizable, realizable and stuff, you'll do it, and you'll ask the person, do you have any more ideas? Or do you have any skills, this and that and the other thing, that you can contribute to helping out the site and stuff like that. What other program does that?
That's right.
You
That's
know.
right. Well, the biggest problem we had at the beginning was when we opened this up, people thought right away, "Hey, I own this site. I can do what I want." And it got really touchy at the very beginning when I relaunched Mardox. Everybody by now knows the story about the pool installations and me losing time tracking. But yeah, you got to be careful, because if you tell people, I was using the term virtual shareholders, and I still think of it that way. If you're a paid member, you're essentially investing into our organization, and I don't really see myself as the boss or the owner. I think I'm a part owner along with you, John, along with everybody else who pays. In a way, we're all owners. We all are pushing forward to make the site go better.
Mhm.
I don't. At the first, I would take advice from everybody, and it got so mind-boggling. No, I don't like that red. No, I don't like the line. I want a curved edge. You know, and it got to be so mundane. It's like you got to be kidding me. I had to say, whoa, 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 whoa. So now I take advice or suggestions from paid members. You know,
Yeah.
because the free members, God, you can get trolls in there. You know, you
Yeah.
can get people.
That's when. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get people in
Yeah.
there that go, you know, oh yeah, sure,
Yeah.
let's revamp your site, moron.
Yeah.
Johnny, I tried to mimic you the other day. Did you see that in the video? Did you watch what I did? I
No,
tried to
I don't
I
have.
tried to mimic you, and I did the whole, you know, yeah, all right. So with bandvertise.com, they give you a little snippet of code, and you put these on your websites, and by doing so, every time you show two banners, your banner will get shown somewhere else. But I don't know more than that. So, what do you think, Nelson? Can you tell? And I had to switch over because I just couldn't do it, Johnny. And one person said and not racist, but just said it's because you're too white. I'm a cracker. For all those of you out there, so a cracker can't do a legitimate black guy. Just can't do it. So Johnny, do you want to do what I attempted an imitation? Can you show us how it's really done?
Yeah, it's like
Legitimately.
this. It's like this. There's this pretty cool site called bandvertise.com, and what it is, it's a banner exchange, but it's not a banner exchange in the typical sense that you might think of. It's a banner exchange in that um, you join, and you get some code to put on your website. You hear me? Website. This means you have to have a website. This is not something that you can put your banners on traffic exchanges and a rotator and blah blah blah. No, 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 no. This is for people who have a website. You will get a snippet of code, and you will be able to put leaderboard size banners and skyscrapers type banners for now. And Mr. Nelson says that other sizes are coming.
Yep.
And the leaderboard size is what, Nelson? I think
728 by 90 pixels. Those are horizontal
exactly
ones, and the skyscrapers are 160 pixel wide by 600 high.
right.
They're the one.
And
They're the ones that if you go to Mardox, just go into Mardox real quick here. Do. Let's shrink down the website so we can all see it. There you go. We got both of them on at mardox.com right when you log in. Right here is bandvertise.com. Nice big banner right across, and then right at the side you've got the skyscraper banner at the side too.
yeah,
That's not
exactly.
supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that there. Why did I have both? I gotta go check on that. Yeah,
Mhm.
so there you go. There's a skyscraper banner, and then if you go over, like say the resources, no, sorry, there's the leaderboard banner, and this is the skyscraper banner on the side on
Make
the.
up our minds,
Yeah, that's
dude. Make up our
yeah.
minds.
That's it. Yeah. I got it. It's done now. It's done. We did it. We did it.
And yes, this is pretty cool because for every what is it? For every two banners that is shown on your site, you get one banner shown in the system
On another person's website somewhere else.
on another person. The system means that whoever else has this code on their website, the banners are getting rotated through their site
That's right. It's a
as
mesh. Yeah.
well.
And
Yeah,
and something that's really important to understand is our banner rotation. Nobody can come in and buy banner views. They cannot come in and say,
right,
"Show my banner a million times." I don't want to put no code on my website.
right,
You want to have your banner seen on the network. You have to carry the code on your websites. You have to do it.
yeah,
Now, if you put the code on just one web, like a lot of people do this, they got a site that they call example.com slash crappy banners.html, and it's a web page that nobody goes to. But
okay,
it's like, here, look, your code's right there. I did what you told me to do. So, okay, no problem. The banners are not being seen on that page because nobody goes to it. Therefore, your banners don't get seen. It's as simple as
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's really important to understand because some banner rotations you can go in and buy in exposures or views and clicks,
right,
and those are the systems that break down because they get to have so many people that buy so many clicks and views that they oversell their inventory and they cannot keep up
yeah.
anymore.
And this is something, especially, let's say, inexperienced new owners in the industry. Because people think it's so easy to just start a traffic exchange, start a save list on Miller or whatever. They get the script and they throw it up and they think they're in business. And then, I've seen these new traffic exchanges, they ask you to sign up and, they give you 1,000 site views, 1,000 468 by 60 banner views, and 1,125 by 125, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
and 1,000 text ads. Come on,
Yep.
you know,
There's nobody seeing it.
yeah, that's like you already overloading the system before you even get it going. It's okay to give somebody a couple of hundred, views for joining or whatever.
No, but even then it's not. Because if you have 1,000 users that sign up and they all get 1,000 views, that's 1,000,000 views.
Yeah,
At Advertise, only a few people got 1,000 views on the first banners ever that got ever put in. John, I think you're one of them, and that was just to kickstart the program going. When you join, it literally is put the code on your website, and whatever views you get for every two that you show banners, your banner will be seen once somewhere else, and it is a 2-to-1 ratio, flat out. And I think it levels the playing field for a lot of people. People like Lauren and Eugene who don't have huge budgets for advertising. It really levels the playing field for people like me, where I can put $500-600 a month into banner advertising.
yeah,
If you don't have
yeah.
if you don't have the views, you don't have the advertising. Period. There you go. The
Exactly.
new world order. Have you guys
Yeah.
have you guys heard about BitConnect? Have you heard of this?
BitConnect? No.
BitConnect. It's an awesome new program. Take the world as you know it now and wipe it out. It is this Bitcoin currency, and it's a huge thing. I'm going to give you guys the link. It's in Skype, by the way, but I'm being totally sarcastic here. BitConnect was a program recently that opened up, and they promised you that if you invest whatever you invested, they would give you back guaranteed 1% on your investment daily.
Uh-huh.
So I thought about it, $100,000 invested in, that would give me $1,000 daily to give me a profit of $365,000 in my pocket. Guaranteed. I'm in.
You know,
I'm in, right? Aren't you in, John? Aren't you?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it sounds great, right?
Oh. Now, when Bitcoin started being noticed in the industry and started becoming a bit popular, I wanted to get into it. I wanted to find out what it's all about and get in there somehow. I joined a couple of things and stuff. But, for me personally at the moment, it's too crazy.
Well, also, my rule of thumb: only invest what you're able to lose.
Also, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I wasn't interested in investing anything, but I wanted to see, how people were able to earn Bitcoin. You
Well,
see.
there's a few ways to do it, but this one isn't even Bitcoin. This is just BitConnect, and it
Yeah.
is literally a complete scam. They were saying that they were converting your money over to Bitcoin, and you're going to give you 1,000 or 1% back daily. What really caught my attention was when I looked into the story. The owners of this program shut their doors overnight at 11:59 and 10 seconds. And one moment the site was running. At midnight the site was gone, like someone closed the switch, and they
Yeah.
left with, get a load of this, not 1,000, not 100,000, not $1 million, but $1 billion.
You're kidding me.
They converted it all to Bitcoin. They stuck it into a Bitcoin account, and they vanished. And by the
Wow.
time the authorities got into it, these people are in different countries all around the world, and
I believe
all their money is sitting in Bitcoin. $1 billion worth of investment. The hype guy they had on stage was the guy is a really good a hype guy. What do you call it?
it. Motivate.
Yeah, it was, yeah, the way he talks, the loudness of his voice, like "Welcome, BitConnect," and he's got the microphone like way over here, and he's talking. You can this guy's loud, and but people got conned into this.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. 1% of whatever you invest added up times 365 days, and it's not compound interest. Just every day you get 1% of what you originally invested, added up. If you just take $100,000, it's $1,000 investment return daily. That is insane.
Yeah.
If that were the case, there'd be no more poor people, because even a poor person could take $10 and make money back daily. At the end of the year, you got quite a few dollars piled up.
Yeah.
So be careful out there. Be careful what you get into. Now, what I don't like about BitConnect is that they're giving Bitcoin a bad name. Because now,
Yeah,
now,
and
there's,
that's the
now,
thing.
yeah, now there's people just like you did. You went Bitcoin, and it's not
You're
Bitcoin.
right.
It's BitConnect, and
Yeah.
because they're in
Yeah.
the
You're
news.
right.
Go ahead.
You're right.
Because they're in the
You're
news.
right.
Because they're in the news now, people are like, "Oh, it's all Bitcoin. It's all Bitcoin. It's a scam."
Yeah.
And Bitcoin's not a scam. It is a legitimate
And
currency.
it's not and it's not about it's not about the Bitcoin, it's about cryptocurrency,
Yeah,
you see.
that's it.
And this is also the part that a lot of people, I pick up on that, as I was the most I learned was when you told me that one film was on Netflix about Bitcoin,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever the name of it was, and I watched it,
yeah.
and I really understood the origin of it and everything. And since then things have really like went exponential.
Yeah. Well,
But there's
that's because of the hype right now that's around
yeah,
Bitcoin, and
yeah, exactly,
everybody
exactly,
bought. The money went up,
yeah,
and then you got these stock market people that are involved now,
yeah,
and they're going
yeah,
buy while it's high, and now sell, so I get more
yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah,
Versus before the hype, we had a bunch of people like me and others who just do the regular stuff to get
yeah,
Bitcoin, to Bitcoin mining, and then exchanging, selling stuff for
right,
Bitcoin. I do have some
right,
Bitcoin, but
right.
it's not one whole coin yet, unfortunately. But we had people like us that we did legitimate transactions,
Right,
and it stayed stable. Now you got
right,
people buy, and then it sell. So now it's going to go like this for about a year. It is going to stabilize out because people are going to say, well, it's not worth buying and selling. You're not really making anything. It's just a transfer of funds essentially.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. They'll realize it's just another, you know, currency method,
Yeah.
and everything will be fine.
It,
This speaks to the thing of people trying to make a quick buck. No pun intended. Now,
I'm not a quick buck. I took 9 months to get paid.
Pe- people trying to make a quick dollar, euro, or whatever your currency might be, and this is inside of our industry and in the brick and mortar industry as well, businesses and stuff like this, and people trying to make a quick buck, and this is how we end up getting falling into these traps and stuff. So people coming into our industry need to really be careful. Yes, it's easy. It's very super easy to start a business online. It's much easier as compared to a real a brick and mortar business. But you have to remember that it is a business,
That's right.
and in order for your business to grow in any real way, you have to work it, and you have to invest to keep it going and to make it better,
That's right.
stuff
I
like
just
that.
copied the link to the video for the H3 Productions version of it. They did a commentary on the
Yeah.
original video because the original video for BitConnect got taken down. But
Okay.
they do have clips of the guy on stage, and it's like if I was there and I saw that, I'd be like, "What?" You can see the people behind him going, "Why are we here?" They're embarrassed to be there. You know, Now, I don't think the guy that's on stage is one of the ripoff guys. I think he really was a spokesperson, and he got conned into it too. And in the video, at one point, he says, "I had to show my wife. Here's $100 earnings that I made. Here you go, clunk." And he screwed up because the amount of money that he said he invested would be a lot more than $100 earning of his 1%. So it would have been something like $250 at least, as 1% of what he said. Because he said it was $25,600 some odd dollars he invested. But $100,000 is $1,000. So a quarter of that would $250. He said he made $100. So his numbers are off, way off. But he said he put $100 on a table and he said to his wife, "Yo, look at the money I made." All hyped. And now I do want to see, like they say in the video, I want to see the wife now going, "I told you so," because now the money is gone.
Yeah.
And there's rumors that the company made the back end look like you bought Bitcoin and that your Bitcoin was available, but it would tell you your amount daily, but it was just an amount they were showing. People were logging in going, "Oh, look, I got this much Bitcoin." And then they were told, "Can I cash it out?" They say, "Well, no, hold on now. You got to leave it in there for a term." And the term was like 3 months. But the value that was written on the website was not a real value. Did not come from anywhere from Bitcoin whatsoever. It was just numbers being printed on the screen, just like when you log in at Mardox, it says you got this many XP points.
Right.
I could turn XP points into Bitcoin. And you would say, "Well, here, how much? If I did that on my account, just for if I did that on my account, I would have 345,800 Bitcoin if I changed XP points to Bitcoin." It's like, yes. You see, it's just a number written on a page. It doesn't mean it actually exists.
So the Bitcoin that they were supposedly earning wasn't going into a Bitcoin wallet?
No. They converted the money to Bitcoin right before they shut down. That way, that's non-traceable.
Because if you get into anything Bitcoin, and if it's legitimate, or cryptocurrency, and if it's legitimate, they tell you need a wallet.
Yeah.
They may have their wallet, or one of the general wallets that are common now in the and so that's one red flag right away there. If they don't ask for your wallet address, or for you to create a wallet, it can't be happening.
The only way you can have Bitcoin is if they paid you out that money. Then it's yours. It's like it's literally like, I have my wallet. If I want to give John money, "Hey, John, I got your $20 right here, buddy. Yeah, it's right here. Don't worry about it. It's right here. It's all yours." Can you reach? But it comes with all the bills too. Okay. But that's
the cash.
But exactly that. If I say to John, he's got $20 coming to him, "It's in my wallet. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." No, John doesn't have $20. I have the $20 if I have it.
Yeah.
Once I give it to John, he has it in his wallet, literally in his wallet in his back pocket. Well, Bitcoin's the same way. If the money has not been sent to your Bitcoin account, you don't have it. Just because a website says there's a number on a page, it's just a number on a page, and not until you have it. Treat Bitcoin just like money. It's just, instead of dealing in US dollars, you're dealing in yen or in pounds or whatever. In this case, it's Bitcoin. So, no, really important to understand that, But go check out the video. It's in the text right beside the video here in Twitch. And I'll make sure to put the link in the video below in the description once I go over to YouTube. So once it gets broadcasted over.
Something else to make sure of.
What's that?
If you are watching us on YouTube, right? Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment to the video.
Yeah, or we will hunt you down and take your finger and make you subscribe, like, and comment if you don't do it.
And if you are watching us on Twitch, follow.
Yeah. So top right of this the screen is a little button that says follow. Make sure you click that. It really is important. We are trying to get to up to 50 followers. And also, we ask our members to watch the live stream more than on the YouTube side. The live stream is really important. We need the viewers in order to make the next achievements. But we're getting there. We're slowly ramping up. Slowly, very slowly.
That's a good thing.
Slowly. A good thing. Yeah, at least at this rate, we should hit that brick wall in about a millennium. It shouldn't hurt.
I'll be right back. I need a refill.
There you go. Well, Johnny is off to get a refill, and he's going to bring me back my coffee. If you have a website, any kind of website, a bunch of websites, and you're not listed at submitpub.com, you're going to want to do so ASAP. SubmitPub distributes your website, URL, data, meta tags, title, description to over 8,000 different search engines on the internet. And you're also exposed to potentially 64,000 backlink sites. So by not listing yourself here, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So I do really recommend come over to this website, submitpub.com. It's totally free. Plug in your information, website address, title, description, press the button, it's done. The system takes over for you. And we already got well over 3 million websites already indexed, so be one of the next ones in the gang. It's worth it. It really is worth it. There you go. There's an advertisement plug for the day. What else are we talking about? Just a recap too for Friday. We're doing an 8-hour live stream from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about how to register your domain name, how to come up with a website, choosing a template, setting up WordPress, and in this example, choosing a template, installing your plugins, doing some content creation, and then we're going to go as far as how to get your site seen on different search engines, how to get the banners at Banvertise onto your site. Belinda is going to be involved talking about how to generate leads. We're going to be talking about social media and getting your site seen in social media. There's some of the simple things that you can do that you should be doing every day. And hopefully we can teach a few people where we're going to go with this. We should have Josh on Friday. He's going to show us how to do some plugins and some of the helpful plugins that will help your WordPress site move forward. So this one we're going to focus on around WordPress, and then maybe some other time we'll do another long stream. Same thing. We'll show the whole ins and outs, and we'll do another way where it's hard-coded website. And for those of you that want to learn how to do actual coding, So Johnny's back. Where's my coffee, John?
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, let me reach. I can't reach it. The internet's too far away.
Oh, well, I'll drink it for you. It's good, too.
Yeah. This September, keep in mind, this September, we are going to be going to Germany. I don't know how many of us are going. So far, there's like 4 or 5 of us going. It's going to be interesting. I think John's going to have to rent a minivan because a car's not going to cut it at this rate. And I don't know the dates yet, or we're hoping it's September, but we don't know the exact dates. And then we're going to come back, and then it's going to be Surrey, BC. I promised my wife I'm going to take the train from Quebec to British Columbia, and we're going to go to Surrey, BC, and meet some people over there. And then on our way back, we're going to stop in on Niagara Falls, spend a couple nights there probably, looking around, checking out the sites and talking to people. And then we'll come back to Sherbrooke, and then, of course, everybody's like, oh, he's back. Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, it ought to be interesting.
Yeah, it ought to be interesting. Yeah, I want to see how John drives. We're going to film it all. I'm going to get Jackie used to using the camera and actually, panning and, Before we go, though, I want to get a gimbal, a handheld gimbal, so the camera stays straight and so to get better shots. And we're going to film the whole thing. We're going to film the train ride. We're going to film Niagara Falls. We're going to film Surrey, BC, which is a beautiful place to be. There's a lot of great scenery out there. Germany, I have no idea. All I know about Germany is, in my mind, it's flat. It's got a lot of bunkers and turrets and places out in the countryside where they have to do with World War II. A lot of bombed out buildings. That's all I see on the internet is people talking about World War II bombed out facilities and bunkers that they explore, caves, tunnels that were built. The Germans were such great engineers in World War II, and there's places that since World War II are still intact today. It's like you don't get that in North America. In North America, it's like if it stands for 10 years, you'd be lucky, Yeah,
made in Germany used to really be associated with quality.
Yep. They went into one tunnel that a train track was built over top. They had to redo a section of the tunnel. Instead of just pouring concrete and making the tunnel end, they actually made it go through so the tunnel continues. At one point, you look at this, they poured 4-foot thick 48-inch thick walls of concrete for this tunnel. And it's like, that is insane. You know, okay, it had to do with bombings too. You didn't want to get bombed on, you know, and collapse. But you don't see that in engineering here in North America. You don't see that at all. It's like, again, yeah, we made it. If it lasts through the war or even 10 years, you're lucky. They got a brand new bridge they built out here in Lennoxville, Quebec, and every 2 years it's being rebuilt because they just can't get it right.
Yeah.
You know, but no, German ingenuity is oh yeah, it's top notch. I don't think you guys are recognized for that enough. At least
No,
at
not
least
really.
going back.
Not really. Yeah.
And when's the
Yeah,
last time? When's the last time you guys heard about an overpass collapsing on people in Germany?
Doesn't happen.
Yeah, it
Not that
happens. It happens here every month.
Oh,
Oh yeah, those overpasses, they're so old. Some of them are 50 years, 60 years old. They were built back in the 50s, but when autoroutes were first built, and they've never been rebuilt since, and they are collapsing. And no warnings, nothing, because the structures are just worn out. And our governments are now going, where do we get the money to rebuild all this infrastructure that we never put the money aside for?
yeah.
You know, and then how do you and then how do you change a bridge when you got all this traffic, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of cars a day going over it? How do you change that bridge? The Americans have it right. The Americans build a bridge beside to redirect the road, and then they tear down the old one.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, they got that right. Canada, nope. Shut the road down for 6 months, change the bridge, reopen the road. Who cares about people not being able to get from point A to point B? Who cares about Nelson Buck, who has to get to a sewer facility and he has to take a total roundabout way to get there that's 8 hours instead of 1?
Yeah, who cares?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about me. Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
So,
it's interesting.
how do they change the infrastructure over there, John? Do they shut down entire roads, fix it, and then open it up, or do they do like the Americans?
It depends. Normally they'll shut down part of the road, so that at least one lane of traffic this way and that way
Yeah.
can go if that's possible. Sometimes they have to shut down the road and they will reroute it. They'll put the detours route, and it's because it's like right now, they are building a new road system, so we won't have to go through this one part of town around here, and it's called it's the highway, the part of the highway called the B29, and it's being redone and this was redone like I first came here in 1982.
That was a good year.
And it was the old B29.
Yeah.
And since then, there's a new B29, and now there's a section of this that's going to be even newer, because there was a few neighborhoods where they were getting a lot of complaints about all this thing that comes through and blah blah blah. And so anyway, they have all this construction going on, but you're able to get from point A to point B because they reroute and close down one part and reroute it and stuff like that. So if at all possible, they don't close down the road. If they have to close down the road, then they put up the detour routes.
Right.
And
back in the
I
90s.
personally like a B22, great singing group.
The what?
Say again.
B22. Love Shack
B52.
or B52.
Yeah,
sorry.
and that refers to a coffee drink.
Bingo.
Yeah, it's not B20, it's B52. And I know what B52s are. I like them. I like them a lot. We're gonna
Speaking of the bees,
I'm gonna order some of those in Surrey, BC, and in Niagara Falls. I don't care. I'm taking a train. I'm not gonna drive. Oh, jeez. Yeah. But B52 here would be what B stands for Bon? Like Autobahn?
I'm just calling out bingo.
John? Did we lose Johnny? Johnny.
It stands for Bundesstraße.
Say that again?
What does it
Can you
stand
hear me
for?
now?
Yeah, say it
Can
again.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
B stands for Bundesstraße. And
Route. Basically route.
It's a highway. Yeah.
Highway or route?
It's a highway.
It's a highway.
It's a
Okay.
it's the state highway
Okay. Okay.
basically. This is Bundesstraße.
Cool. Because that's where we're gonna rent a car. We get in. You drive. You show us around. We'll film everything.
They're gonna make a movie out of it instead of trains, planes, and automobiles.
Well, no,
Throw Mama from the train.
That's actually
we're gonna have
no,
Nelson and John's adventures.
No. But we'll call it trains, planes, and automobiles. I'll take a plane there. There'll be a car. There's an automobile, and then Canada would be a train.
You can't because John Candy already drove what's his name, Bill Murray nuts in that movie. You have to rename it your own movie.
I'll name it what I want. I don't care about copyrights, trademark. I'm Nelson Buck.
Pass the buckaroo.
Yeah, pass the buck, Nelson. Yeah,
Buck you.
Yeah, that's
kidding.
it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Watch your language, thing, lady.
Sorry.
We're on Twitch. Watch out.
Yeah, watch out. No. Twitch isn't bad. You can swear. Just don't show off any body parts. What was it the other day? The person's channel got taken off because she's a girl that does Twitch streaming. She just sits there and talks and stuff, and she got her channel shut down. But she was pushing the limits. Every week, she would wear something more exposing. And at first it was just a tank top, showing cleavage, push up bra, here's cleavage, and the camera would aim right there practically. And then one episode, the last one she did, her account got shut down, deleted, it's gone. She's ticked about it. She got on camera with just stars. Stick-on stars, nothing else. Yeah. And they shut it down. They said, no, that was just too far. Gone. And
why did people do that?
Well, I don't know. Well, it's for views, right? They're talking about 1 million followers, and it's all guys going, But if she wore a bikini that had straps, they probably wouldn't have said anything. Yeah. But and then now the argument is she never showed off anything that was indecent. She never showed any nipples. It was legit, but they shut it down. They said it was too revealing. Like, what? And one person said if it had just little strings, it would have been fine. I don't know. So they're in the fight right now for that one because she has over 1 million followers. She was making money, bank on every show.
I guess it's like you say. Technically, she didn't break the rules.
That's right. She didn't show.
But if she wants to expose herself, go to a freaking adult webcam site. There's plenty of them. No, that's not true. You won't never make as much money as you do there. Why? That's what it's made for.
No, because the adult industry is so corrupt. Did you know that the porn actresses actually only make about 5% of what is actually sold in terms of DVDs and product? They're not that rich. They're not that rich.
I'm not trying to encourage them to do that. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
There's a place for stuff like that.
I know, but the strippers and strip bars earn more than some of these porn actresses. Somebody on Twitch doesn't have a manager, doesn't have to pay royalties, doesn't have to pay a production house. They go on, they open Twitch up or YouTube, they wear as little as possible, they fluff up the boobs, and hi everybody, today we're going to talk about this, and their hands are all like, love, love, and it's all around this area. And let's face it, 99% of the population, or the people watching, are going to be teenage boys watching that because they're just too sexually immature, and me personally, I go there, I'm like, oh my God, whatever, next, seen it, been there, done that,
Yeah, but what I'm saying is there are sites that they give you maybe 50% cut or 75% cut on webcam stuff.
No, they don't. When you start getting into production houses like Pornhub and stuff like that, the people that are putting that stuff up are making almost literally. Again, you've got to get up in the ranks. You got to do enough videos, get enough views, enough people. But by the time you get up there, how many times do you have to do a video of you being done by another guy, which is literally porn? And you're violating your body just to make some money. That, I think, is totally wrong. A woman,
you too.
A woman in this case is just showing stuff. She's not touching herself sexually. There's no guy doing her. She's just talking like we are, but with just very skimpy clothing on, you know, and she's making 1,000,000 times more money than those people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She's not doing anything different than some of these cam girls that get on there. They're not always playing with themselves. They get to be sitting there looking pretty, talking about whatever, because some guys are just easily, no offense, some guys are just easily amused.
Well, one person I was watching on Twitch, in the 1 hour that I was watching, and it wasn't even a girl, this was a guy. And he was just going like, let's check it out, guys. Women were making donations. We figured that by the time his stream ended, he had about $5,000 in donations. In that one stream. Just from looking buff, you know. And it's like, I want to do that. Look at me. There's gotta be somebody out there somewhere who wants to see fugly looking people. Oh jeez, but it's I read through the terms and conditions. No violence, no hate, no dangerous activities like eating Tide Pod challenge junk, and
crazy.
Oh, that is just so stupid.
I heard about that on the news.
Yeah,
that's
it starts with College Humor. They made a skit. And the skit is basically, yeah, well, I got to go home. I got to go do my laundry. Oh, well, this company came in and put some Tide Pods on the table. They're there in the bowl. They're there for you to take if you want to use them. And the other guy takes it as use them. And he goes, okay, well, I'm leaving. You know, have a good day. So this guy then goes through the skit. You know, it's a whole thing of, he walks around the table, running a finger around the edge of the table. Then he takes one. He goes, no, I can't do that. Oh my God. No, it's like, oh, where did you come from? And he's got another one. He's joking. At the end, he's shoving them in his mouth, and it's all coming out of his mouth. And then he goes to shoots over to the ambulance where he takes the air mask off, the oxygen mask off, and he goes, I don't regret anything. And then they went to the Tide Pod challenges on the other YouTube channels, and then it gets kids, hey, kids, check this out. And they think it's funny because kids will watch it. And these idiots on YouTube who have no honor, they don't realize that whatever you do, kids are going to copy you because you're cool. You're an idol, and they will copy you. And the kids did do it, and they got sick, and some of them died. It is literally poison.
And YouTube actually let this air.
No, but by the time it was the sickness, it's too late.
Yeah.
Because YouTube cannot watch all the videos that get uploaded. I don't know the stats, but I think there's like 4,000 hours of video being uploaded per second right now.
Okay.
There's no, it isn't possible. And by the time the first video of a Tide Pod challenge gets put up, and the original College Humor video is still up. It's still there. I'll put it in the text here. Just give me a second here. It's still there. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a skit, and I agree with them. There should be nothing against putting up a skit. There comes a time where people have got to say enough is enough. You got to be smarter than the average bear. Here it is, right here, and here's the link, and here's the Twitch, and there's the chat. This is. I wrote skit, right? Yes, I wrote skit. Okay, so go watch that video and you'll understand. And then people took it as, oh, go check out the Tide Pod challenge. When they did the skit, they literally made little icing sugar candy edibles to do this. The colors, the blue and the orange and the white. They really made it out of icing sugar. But the idiots out there told kids, hey, go check it out. Now YouTube is taking it down. They're taking down all these videos, are telling kids, hey, the Tide Pod challenge. But this skit from College Humor did not say Tide Pod challenge. They just made a skit based around something that looks like candy. And you got a moron who can't get it that you don't eat laundry detergent. So, but there are kids that died because they ate this stuff. And some of the bigger YouTubers, the ones that I had respect for, one lady did it. She goes, oh, I'm going to try this out. And she bit into it, and it popped, and it was all down her face. And she really did chew on one. She goes, I don't see why people like doing this. She was talking about cilantro. She was talking about cilantro and stuff. But again, 25 million followers, and most of those are kids between 10 and 15. They're going to try stuff out.
That's really, really crazy.
I think it's Darwinism at its best. If you're too stupid to not understand that this is poison. It's written, it's poison. Do not eat. It says it on the packaging. If you're too stupid to follow what somebody says and take it, that person might as well say, "Hey kids, let's jump off the bridge challenge." And if they do it, so be it. You know.
You know what? You know what Germans don't understand about America, because it's like you said, it's written on the do not eat and stuff like that. The fact that you have to put that on there is ridiculous.
It is.
Or you know, like when you get your microwave, don't put your cat in here, don't dry your cat in here, and blah. Because my students ask me about that sometimes. They say, because they hear that, say, do they really blah blah? I say, yeah, because they have the little surprise eggs over here.
We have them here too.
And they're not allowed in America.
Well, now here's the thing, because even back when it was banned, the toys were put in a little plastic capsule, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
When you chew in, there's nobody that can put that capsule in their mouth by accident and swallow by accident.
Yeah.
So
no way.
Again, Darwinism. You're too stupid to put that large a thing in your mouth and swallow, and it gets stuck. You were meant to not live.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's insane.
Yep.
It really insane.
It is. It is. I think there's something in our water, all these medications being dumped down the toilet. It's messing with people's brains at a young age. No, I'm not kidding. I'm serious. If you sample water, you can detect lithium.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Because at one point in the 80s and 90s, we were told, oh yeah, medication, put them down the toilet, dispose of it. Well, that all dissolved now, and it's in our water. And it's particularly, it's so fine, you can't get rid of it. There's Viagra, there's all sorts of things down there. Now we dispose of medications, but that medication is in the water table, and we're all consuming it. Even you, John. It's around the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if you guys really want to get gross, there's 7.5 billion people peeing every day, and all that water, all that's in there too.
There's this commercial that shows internationally. There's this commercial where these people are in this lake somewhere, and it's talking about natural, fresh water, you know, and blah, 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 blah.
Is this the one with the deer?
Yeah. And then there's a deer peeing in the water.
Yeah, it's peeing in the water, and the camera follows the water, and then you see it going through a pipe, up through a spout, it's being poured, and it lands in a bottle.
We don't have that over here. It shows a deer peeing in the water. That's good.
Yeah, and think about it. Well, that's to tell you that bottled water isn't as filtered and pure as they want you to believe, and that's just because the fact of the matter is we do not have the technology to filter millions of gallons of water a minute at the speed that we need it at for everybody who drinks water. So we filter it and chemically treat it, but there's still a lot of particulate in that water, even if the water you buy.
And this is the thing. They count on not really thinking.
Did I lose you, John?
Yeah.
It's either you're thinking for hold on, John. You're thinking for an awful long time there. Kill your video, John.
Is it good now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. What was I saying?
You stopped at thinking. And it was like
pause for effect, you know.
Yeah.
You know, they count on folks not thinking that far ahead. You know, like you were saying with the filtering of the water, and like when you were talking about the bit thingy earlier, they don't count on people doing the math.
Oh.
And with the water thingy, they don't count on people really thinking about this whole process of what is required. And most people don't know, and they just take it at his word. They take them at their word because it's on television, you know. And
that's right. I did. I took a small basin for a small piece of cottage cheese. I filled about a half an inch of water in the bottom, and I put it up on a shelf, and I just left it. When I came back a week later, all the water was gone, but what was bottom was a very slimy sludge. And that's basically it's everything else that evaporated off was water, but everything else is too heavy, it doesn't evaporate, and it stayed behind. You know, and then I did the same thing with bottled water from Pepsi, and same thing. And there was less of it, but there was still particulate that was left behind. The best way to do it so far would be, well, look at how long it takes you to filter your water with Brita, with a cartridge. Filter your water, use that water. It doesn't take everything out because 99.9% is not 100%. There's still 0.1% of millions of particles. Okay, there's still a lot of stuff there, and that doesn't count stuff like chlorine, that very, very fine particulate. Forget it. You need reverse osmosis. You want really clean water. And yeah, you got your WWE, I know. If you want really clean water, there's one way to do it. It's called distilling your water. Boil your water, put a plate, get a rig set up where there's a plate. The steam comes up, hits the plate, drips off into another container. That second container is now pure water. So if you really want clean water with no particulate, steam it off, recondense it, collect it. That's pure. But now look how long it's going to take you to get 1 glass of water out of steaming off the water. It's called distilled water. It is the purest form that you can get. That's clean water. But
you can buy distilled water, and they say it's not good to drink. Nothing but distilled water because there's no minerals or anything in it.
That's right. It literally is just H2O, nothing else. So John's got to go, and we know what Johnny has to do right now before he goes.
Run into furniture and pretend he's a wrestler. Kidding.
No, he's got to do his whole spiel.
Oh.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once again for joining the Mardox Daily Live Chat. Coming to you, can you turn that down? Coming to you weekdays, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and comment on the channel. And if you're watching us on Twitch, please follow us.
For now.
Thanks for hanging around. And hey, come Friday because we're going to be on all day.
All day long.
You get all of us 8 times the goodness and
awesomeness. You're going to get sick of us. You're going to go like, yeah.
Mardox Daily Live. It's gonna be cool. But if you guys do want to watch Friday's show, you got to be there to watch it because we're only going to release it on recorded format after March 1st. So if you want to get in and see the actual thing, you're going to have to be there that day. So otherwise, you're going to have to wait until it gets released in its full form. So with that said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for tomorrow's tech show.
Have a good day and God bless everyone.
Where's the button? Where's the button?